Yeah, mean Riot so far the day 3 bounce setup. Just like which one was it? Yeah, just like Mara was last week. Like if you're a day trader, this is the most profitable day trading setup, mean reversion. If you learn these types of setups, if you have a big mover, goes down, bounces on day 3, if you learn to trade it, if you identify correct setups, you know, you kind of turn a tiny account into a huge account. Just like Mara on this day where I shorted it. Got rejected on the 10-day, slammed down, straight down. Now I was hoping it was gonna go down to the 50-day, but it didn't. So you can swing trade these, you can day trade these. The most profitable day trading setup. Riot today. Gap up into this supply area, the 10-day, declining 10-day. If you learn one setup, if you want to be a day trader, that's it.
So you said you have a $40 million cash in UCO. What if OPEC decided to increase to much higher capacity? What if OPEC decided to cut capacity? What if the sun doesn't come up tomorrow? What if that? What if this? What if I don't make any more trades in my life? What if it's not gonna make you money? Look, sometimes you gotta put your balls in the line of fire. That's just how it works. So like, how much, you know, okay, let's say the worst case scenario happens, like, you know, like a big, huge gap down in UCO. Like here back in November last year, that was a big goddamn gap down, 13%, right? Yeah. Or this one back in April 2020. Wait, is that? I can't even see that. I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, big moves can happen. But this was in a downtrend. That's different. General. I mean, look. That's called risk. That's why you have position sizing. There's always what ifs. Well, but what if oil goes parabolic? What if that happens? Mankind, high tide flag. Yeah. It looks a bit choppy, but yeah, I guess so. Not super special though. Plug, it's a downtrend laggard. It's there. No, it's I don't like this one.
One I do regret I didn't do was this W, but man, I wish it was a bit tighter, but I should have bought it. I mean, coming out of a base like this, you know, you don't necessarily need that much tightness, but I always want tightness. Apps, yeah. Unfortunately, it wasn't tight when it broke out. I hate breakouts that are not tight. They can sometimes work, but I prefer tight breakouts. Unless you know, unless it's something like W that's taking out a long range, then you have to look at the overall pattern. Unfortunately, I did pass on it, but it is what it is. AVXL looks good. Yeah, it does look good. Yeah, good setup. Reminds me about Sava a little bit. I do kind of think it's a nice setup. SC, what a piece of shit. SC is a great one. It just didn't have that good of a setup. This is what it does. It pulls back to the 50-day and then it goes. This is the type of stock you have to buy. You know, you can't, you know, buy strength on it usually. It's better to buy weakness. Some stocks are like this. But again, it's look at the move it made. Just in 1 year, it's up 650%. It's a mega cap stock. That's a huge move for a stock like this. You can't really expect this thing to go straight up from entry. That's the problem with this. You want really, really solid setups. What I made by APHA, 5-star setup. And it's not a big position. It's a very thin stock. I don't have a big position in it. Maybe 10. It's not even. It's maybe 5% of my portfolio. But it was like a 5-star setup. I mean, it's textbook. Clean trend, orderly pullback to the 20, undercut, retest, undercut, reclaim, higher lows all the way, and now it's had 2 tight days, especially yesterday, very tight day. I mean, it's a 5.5-star setup on a 5-star scale. That would maybe buy it. Why is Perry up? Why is any stock up any given day? I don't know, maybe it had earnings? Not sure. Maybe an analyst upgrade? Let's see here. No, this is old news. Yeah, I can't find the news on it. Did he pre-announce? No idea. Oh, they pre-announced. Okay. Yeah, earnings and pre-announcement. There's a big edge if you learn to trade the earnings and pre-announcements. 2 of my favorite type of episodic pivots. Food to breaking opening. Yeah, but it's still below yesterday's highs. Wake me up when Futu breaks yesterday's highs. And see here, SOS. Well, today was day 2, but it got rejected on the 10-day. But I'm hoping for one more day of bounce. And I'm still pissed it gapped up so much yesterday. That would have been such a... Imagine if this thing had gapped down yesterday instead of gapped up, and we've gotten this move from like low 4s to high 7s or mid 8s organically. That's like a double. But they didn't. MWK is a good setup. No, it's not tight. It was a good set. It was a better setup yesterday, but yeah, it's not tight. It's not here. It was a good setup. Study this. This is a 5-star. Today, 0-star.